Welcome to myprojectbazaar.com. Our project is solar PV to grid connection through VSG. Our project abstract is in this process the grid supporting PV system for the solar panel. So the solar panel is the providing initially and participate in the frequency regulation through to the VSG, visual synchronous generator. So this is the generator machine. So this is the technology using the energy storage unit is the proposed. The functions of supporting the grid is implemented to the practical PV system through the using the presenting control scheme and technology. So the compare the conventional PV system and grid supporting PV system behaving the initially voltage source like the synchronous generator, the capability of frequency regulation and providing the inertia. The proposed PV system has a mitigated automatically the power imbalance between the generation and then consumption filters the PV panel and then operate the without phase locked loop after the initially synchronization. The performance analysis, the connecting and then stable the constructs is theoretically formulas. The novel PV system is valid on the modified benchmark under the different cases being the compared with the conventional PV system. So the verified the grid support functions of the proposed PV system. So this is the overall of the abstract. So PV panel through to the DC to DC boost converter. After that is connecting to the MPPT method. So the synchronized motor based on the VSG, visual synchronous generator, finally connected to the grid supply. Our project flow diagram. First input based on the PV panel. So the PV panel two input. One is the irradiation, another one is the temperature. Two has the input of the PV panel. We are using the 15 cell 150 cells using the MPPT for the fuzzy logic controller. So MPPT based on the maximum power point in tracking the pulse generation. Okay, after that the using the boost DC to DC converter. So the voltage get the PV panel wise we are improve the voltage. So we are using the boost DC to DC converter. After that the inverter basis, the inverter based on the 3-level inverter we are using. So that pulse we are generate to the MPPT method. So the pulse generation PWM based on the pulse generation through to the two storage system. One is a capacitor, another one is a battery. So you connected the bidirectional form and then using the BLDC motor. So the PV panel wise you will get the voltage will be improved after the inverter wise change the three phase of the inverter of the voltage current and then voltage using the capacitor and then battery storage after to the BLDC motor connection. So our process simulation diagram. So the first is the input image for the PV panel. So the input based on the irradiation and temperature level. After the connecting to the boost converter, so DC to DC boost converter using the PV panel input and then voltage and then current through to the MPPT method is a pulse generation for the DC to DC boost converter IBGD switch. After to the using the inverter switch module. So inverter connected to the grid supply. We are using the MATLAB 2018B. We are set the time for the 2.5 seconds. The execution process is ongoing. This is a irradiation level and temperature level. This is a PV power and then PV voltage and duty cycle. the 88% is completed for the completion time. Execution is completed. So this is a grid.